Hi, and welcome to this edition of the Chlo Grow. So, what I'm going to talk about, this will be a shorter video than normally, probably. I'm just going to talk really about the last 7 days in politics. So, the last 7 days have really been a bit rubbish, haven't they, really? So, it's been made up of a couple of things, really. So, here in the UK on Saturday, so we're recording this on a Thursday, so 5 days ago, and the Tory party, so just obviously for those that don't know, in the UK we have two main parties. We have the Labour Party that are currently running the country, and you have the Tory party, so they're the opposition. And they elected their new leader, and unfortunately she's not exactly very trans friendly. I would probably clarify that and say she's pretty much not friendly to any group, person, etc. on the planet, basically. Not a very nice person. Now, obviously, that has been overshadowed by what's happened in the States. So, I mean, I'm not going to mention this Burke's name either. You know who it is. Not going to justify speaking his name, to be honest. And obviously, that's got a lot of people worried, and potentially rightly so. Obviously, both these people are people who have been known to have anti-trans views. Both are quite maverick, both are quite extreme in their approach, and a lot of people are concerned about it. And it's one of the things that, so sort of over the last day, really, I've been looking at a number of videos from other trans people in terms of how they're feeling about things. And, obviously a lot of people are concerned about it. Now, I don't know that I necessarily am probably the best person to, maybe I'm not the best person to give my views, really, in a way, because, obviously I live in the UK, and whilst the Tory party have elected someone who's quite a horrible individual, so obviously their profile is raised, it doesn't necessarily have a direct effect. And, and obviously being in the UK, not living in the USA, so maybe that doesn't. And I did think about this and thinking, well, do I make this video? Do I have my say about it? And I thought, yes, you know what? I am going to have my say on it. So one of the things I have on my coat is a little badge, and you'll have seen it, or see on the thumbnail, about survive out of spite. And I thought to myself, you know what? Actually, yes. That's a very valid point. Ultimately, you know what? Most of us are going to well and truly outlive these people. We're going to outlive their careers. History's not going to go in exactly look very favourably on them, let's be honest. I mean, current history is not exactly very favourable at these people, but so certainly when we look back on it, it's not going to be good. But for me, I think it's made me think about, what my own situation is. And do you know what, the situation, the state situation here, potentially it's going to make things more difficult. Potentially it might make things a bit more unsafe. It might give people who have got views that are in that way extreme, or, have got views in which they want to go and harm people, that might very well, in their minds, give them the right to go and cause us problems. So, yeah, it is scary from that point of view, but there is a bit of me that just thinks, actually, one of the things that we can do is just to be the best people that we can. Ultimately, as I say, we're going to outlive these people. Their reign of power will not be that long. I mean, it's going to feel like it, but it won't be that long in the grand scheme of things, I think. There's always a push that, over time things will improve, and, hopefully that still continues to happen. But one of the things for me is about, one of the way I'm going to sort of look at it is, I need to be the best person that I can be. I need to go and really focus on me, making sure that, in terms of judging of trans people, etc., that actually we can be positive role models, so that we can, rather than actually looking back at it and going about this particular person, this particular orange Burke in the States, history's not going to treat him well. If people are going to say, actually, this person was a horrible person and they did this, that, and the other, and it's not going to treat him well at all. But I'm going to look at it in terms of, I'm going to still continue to be me. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to work on the things that I need to do to make me a better person. So, that's my own personal development. So, I'm going to continue to do those things. I'm also going to look to be, a better person, so that actually when people look back and go, well, when we talk about Chloe, yeah, she was a nice person. She did this, that, and the other. She made a positive difference. And I think that's one of the things I'd probably say is things are going to be rough. And we're going to have to try and shoulder some of that a little bit, aren't we? We're going to have to try and overcome that the best we can. But you know what? It's a really powerful thing if we can actually, as that badge says, survive out of spite. So if we can still make, good lives for ourselves, if we can still, we can be positive role models to, and be a good influence and, have people think good things about us, then that's just sticking two fingers up at them, isn't it? So survive out of spite. Take care, everyone, and we will catch you again. Probably, probably might be only in a few days' time, because obviously we're coming up to the next Chlo Grow update. So obviously that'll be coming up shortly. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and survive out of spite. Bye, everyone.